बाद क्लास तो क्या है तो पता ही नहीं आपको लेक्चर so now वो रेट मत काउंट करना मैं Amazon Prime So this carried out? No, it's not come.
Ma'am, revision.
Yeah. Wo I'll do it. These two chapters, na?
One more.
You tell me with this thing, have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Should.
Only stanza to our only.
No.
Okay, ma'am, I will follow.
One page. Yeah. मम ये छोटा वर्ड रह गया
Preparation. ठीक है and Gurpreet sit down please.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, muy bien.
Next is if I were you. Gurpreet,
Yes, ma'am.
just help with this topic. What do you remember?
नहीं
No, he didn't.
रबर
What's rubber?
रबर
Ma'am, a robot.
ए
Nah.
अब एक
Rubber.
मिनट थोड़ा सा एक मिनट
अच्छा।
maybe I have moments नहीं है
These ones.
138
The good one house
ये
and
पढ़े
one person.
ए
So they will saw that and
Ma'am.
and that
Gerard lives
at
in
that
a
basis.
cottage. Then somebody, unknown person came. The Gerard thought,
Intruders.
intruder. That Gerard thought he knew him.
Slow.
Yes.
Yeah, intruder.
Gerard thought he knew him as Mr. Earl. तो Mr. Earl और लिखा है मतलब वो
Oh, देखिए.
he thought he knew and he thought he intruder was joking with him, but then he had a real gun. He was about to call somebody. He was hiding in he was hiding behind a curtain, trying to call somebody, but suddenly then intruder saw him and नहीं मैं एडमिशन बोलता रहा हूँ
Okay, good.
Gerard नहीं Gerard
Gerard.
G-E-R-R-A-R-D मैं कहने रही हम कैसे तारीफ
Okay. So basically, what it revolves around, there's an intruder, okay, and there is this person, who just now could be, and intruder came, and intruder was, of course, what is the role of an intruder? What is it? What else? Intimacy. Okay. What else? What is he trying to do? I mean, let's go to the crux. Trying to see what?
His car or some little bit of jewelry.
His belongings. Why do you think intruder must have chosen him? Why not someone else?
And because he was living in a cottage far away from the city where the police. He
One,
was living away from the city.
he was living far away. Second, he was rich. Third, what's the main
He
reason?
wants to live alone.
Fourth, main reason.
The police won't catch him easily. Police
So
won't
many
catch
people
him.
who are rich.
Police won't catch him.
He's very charming.
Away from police, so
No,
many people are away from
like
us.
Why
that
very
before
Chala?
the-
Why?
It's very. And because he was in.
He's very. So many people are dumb.
And he was very chalak.
No.
Yeah.
Think.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Have you come across this term AI?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Voice recording.
Information.
Ma'am, voice recording.
very silly answer. It is a very silly.
Ma'am.
I won't say it's a silly answer. It's a common sense answer.
Ma'am, can I
It's a
say?
silly.
So
Voice recording. Ma'am,
Voice
he
recording.
was trying to pull people by the voice recording of their friend, trying to take money for calling him.
I think Preet is missing out on something little. Okay, so basically AI is something that a lot of
Trying to take his identity. Somebody's identity.
AI is all about identity. I don't know if you've come across this news recently that I was also reading this. Yeah, and how this girl has taken the place of Alia. And so this is basically, these are the harmful effects of AI. These are the harmful effects because you can even do a lot of scams, and you already know in India so it's like too easy. This just now also there is one person who who conned a old person, like he's 65 years old, and he's conned him with 65 lakh. And how he did it is because of saying it that I'm a doctor and I know a doctor and he meant it and who can cure your pain. Someone who get into details. Much time. So he will cure his pains and everything. He got the 65 lakh rupees to cure. And so what I'm trying to say is that basically it's taking somebody's identity. So everyone is fake. Technically, it's a group of people who are given a role that you are a doctor, you are this, you are that, and you will be performing this role and really constant. And this is happening a lot in India. A lot. In everybody's phone, I'm sure in your phones also, they keep messaging. I know these days, they've started with this thing.
Yes,
Earn 1,000 rupees per day by working for 4 hours. And
please.
Ma'am, in Instagram reels.
yeah, and it's like, what is that? Basically, they're just taking your
1%.
There might be one case which is, which is an honest, so technically all of them are scams. Maximum.
Ma'am, 1 minute, why like
1%.
I was telling you today we are not earning.
Yes, 1 minute. What is the
Huh? In AI, the especially mimic your voice, yes. I think this was the effect which was coming on Instagram. I also happened to see that reel. That this story actually revolves around that. It revolves around how he took up, how he wanted to vote. See, I'm not denying your reasons. I agree with your reasons what you gave him that why the intruder chose him. But intruder had a main advantage because he thought that somewhere I also look like him. Similarity in face, like in terms of the body, in terms of obviously it cannot be the whole thing, but yes, there's a kind of similarity which you found and it's easy to scam him. So this was the basic reason which was brought in. What else, guys? What do you remember? Open your notebook if you don't remember. Come on, help them out.
Okay, मुझे पता नहीं था. हाँ मिल गया.
In English.
Melodrama.
It is a melodrama. Okay, what else?
Tradespeople. Gerard, intruder thought Gerard bring over the tradespeople.
Gerard would be.
Intruder thought Gerard would know about the tradespeople like shipping, transporting about them.
If we didn't praise himself by telling Gerard that he is not smarter than him and he was
I didn't get it. What are you trying to say? Sorry. Oh, no, don't read the question. So this is what it is revolving around. Just open your book. Yeah. One.
Nah.
Guys, it's too loud. I will give you the summary in your in simple words. Just write it down, girls. You knew it? You know it? Are you sure? I haven't given you summary last time.
Ma'am, then after that, then intruder caught him while he was talking on the phone and packing his bag. Then he told Gerard to sit him and don't do anything stupid or nonsense, like calling somebody else or making him, calling him, and
Pulling.
then getting arrested. That uh, that he told not to do anything silly and call the cops to arrest him. Then Gerard was telling a scary story to intruder about his childhood. Then he told that what an then Gerard told an sympathetic audience could listen to his story. Then
Let's write it. Would we write the summary? You also have no, yeah. I haven't given you summary. I forgot to do that. Right now, it is a drama.
now what we have to write?
It is a drama written by the author. Where an intruder tried to take Gerard's identity. By killing him. Yes. Yeah. Good. During the story, he fell into a discussion. During the story, he fell into a discussion with Gerard. What did it say?
Gerard and his jury get into a discussion with Gerard. During the story, he fell into a discussion with the Gerard.
And Gerard used this time to make a false story which helped him to trap the intruder. Which helped him trap the intruder. Finally, Gerard got rid of intruder forever. Now, basically, what I said is that over here, when we talk about AI and all that, how we took his identity, because something thought that he also looks similar to Gerard. Okay, and that was one of the reasons. And plus your reasons, of course, that you know that who is living alone was. But you know what Gerard did smartly. So when this guy, the intruder, when intruder came and you know he was trying to ask Gerard's full name, and he knew few things about Gerard, but he was
His name was Vincent, Mr. Vincent Charles.
so he was. Hold on. So what? So
When
when
he was asking the name.
yeah, so he was trying to ask the full name, he was trying to ask some more identity questions from Gerard. But Gerard was quite smart. Gerard was understood that you know that intruder doesn't know much of things about him. He knew some things, but he doesn't know many things about him. So he said he made a false story. He said, you know what? That firstly, when intruder came, he came with a gun. Okay, he came with a gun and he obviously wanted to steal things, wanted to take up his identity, wanted to do every sort of thing which an intruder wants to do. And the best part about Gerard was Gerard stayed calm. Okay, firstly, he was just mocking. You'll find a lot of mockery in the first two pages, the first three pages, and he's just not taking it seriously. And which obviously was not liked by Judah much. That he didn't like it, that he's not taking it. But he was doing it deliberately. Because Gerard wanted to involve him in a conversation. So when we have a conversation, we have a time to think. You know, what is my next step? Because right now I cannot call, I cannot do all these things, and I'm already thinking he's having a gun and he's here to kill me. That's what he thought. And yeah, that's also the one of the reasons. Which is not clear in the story that was actually wanted to kill, but it's been believed in the same because he was carrying a gun. Okay. And then when he was having a conversation, so he made a false story. Gerard made a false story. You know what? You won't be able to do this because I myself, I mean, I should be chased by the police very soon. That's why I'm staying alone. So you should do all these things with me. Because even if you kill me and even if you go out, you would again be chased because I mean, police needs to chase me. So he made a false story. So why do you think he made a false story?
To pull him by
To fool him so that he can be spared. So this is what the story revolves around. On three things. One, that how an intruder came. Okay, it talks about the technology and what how he got some information about it. Second, he talks about how Gerard was quite smart enough to fool him in his own conversation and to think of a solution over there. And third, what is the third one? What do you think the crux would be? Was he successful or was he not successful? Who was successful? Gerard. Yes, this is what the story revolves around. So now what you can see is you can just go through the pages quickly. A rough reading, glance to the pages. And because first three pages you will find entirely mock reading. Okay, that is not taking it seriously. Next you will find the story. The same story which I know. Just go through those things and then think and again help them. Good read Naman, one question for you. Right now, only one question. What is Gerard's profession? What is Gerard's profession? What is Gerard's profession? Quote the parts of the play. What is Gerard's profession? Quote the parts of the play. That's what's your answer. Profession. Eh? Profession. Quote the parts of the play.
the parts of
The play. That's it. Of the play. That's what's your answer. first two pages, maybe first two pages, find out what's most melodramatic. First two pages. Yeah, conflict melodramatic. How do you know what it is? How do you? Sarcasm. Overacting. Not so bad. But currently, there is mine. Yeah, I don't hear out. Both. As you see, what's happening was that the showed him that he knows a lot of information. He has a lot of information. He didn't have. So he's trying to find out from the people, find out from Gerard. Gerard himself was very smart over here. He knew how to, involve him in a conversation and then plan it, how he can escape. Because he understood that he is some here to kill him. So if I say melodramatic, you might come across this thing that, when he enters the gun, that he's doing all kinds of phenomena. I'm in love with gun and we need to coils. This is the most melodramatic phase of this. You can keep asking questions. I don't understand. Profession. Jojo, whatever is mentioned in the play, like when you read the plays, there's some lines, okay, which refers to Gerard's work. You have to mention those lines. So now, जैसे आपने अभी poem की थी ना, तो मैंने आपको meaning दिया था, you found the same line ना, उसके comparison same. Profession की lines आपको, you have to find out the chapter. Finished? You can help him a little. Fine.
In this school,
Whole, yeah. I meant those 3 pages.
it's the ability of being say the book what you want. It's almost what you want, what actually you want.
That's what you
Just trying to think.
Melodramatic is more of the way things are being shown, not what you are hiding. I mean,
Reading and all very sophisticated.
yeah. How do you say this?
Because it's
Or drama like he's carrying a gun and he's telling him to, be on the scene.
we adding the story of different
That's it. Something like this. Any doubt? But there are some MCQs. Maybe guys, let me just get an idea of the field. Not doing questions now. You manage now. If you have any doubt in this, now 1, 2, 3. Be ready for questions. We use our MCQs. Anything you like. Okay. I know all the answers. This question. Anything you like, I know all the answers. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. You will be comfortable, but I'm not. How did Gerard be able to see the children with the revolver in his hand?
Harry was not serious about the situation. He was
nervous, calm, fainted, blind.
calm.
Not to be in all because I'm not reading
He
the
was calm in that scene.
We know that how calm he was. This is the most important thing of the chapter. That's the drama. That's his calm. Who did the intruder want to get information from? Who did the intruder want to get the information from? Gerard, police, himself, all of the world.
Gerard.
Garden, Gerard.
What did the intruder have in his hand?
Revolver.
Okay. Who is the author of the lesson, if I were you?
Human.
Hey, author.
Yes.
Kalam, Nehru, Vikram Singh. Very rarely, okay, surprisingly, few people take the trouble to visit me. There are the baker, the greengrocer, of course, and then there is a milkman. Quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself. Okay. According to Gerard, who comes to visit him? Banker, greengrocer, milkman, all of these.
Milkman and
Milkman was this.
milkman, all of these.
Everyone came. That's why I read the sentence for you. Okay. How did the intruder appear to Gerard? As cunning, perceptive, interesting,
Coolest.
Correct.
Cool.
Where did he write is interesting?
Cool.
Cool definitely.
I'm perspective.
There's no perspective, perceptive.
He said that Tata has.
That's right. If you have the line, then of course, then yeah. Who was the intruder?
Yeah.
A thief, a criminal, a priest, a soldier.
Criminal. A criminal. And because we have murders. Oh, criminal.
The
He
criminal.
has murdered a bomb.
Yes. Who did the Gerard live with? His wife, his son, his friend.
Alone.
Alone.
Now listen here. I have got all this planned. Okay, I did a job in town. Things went wrong, and I killed a cop. Since then, I'm nothing but to dodge. Was the intruder? What was the intruder already wanted for? Theft, robbery, murder, kidnapping.
Order.
What was intruder's plan? To kill Gerard and disguise himself as Gerard?
Yes. This guy is
You don't want to go with all of the work?
No,
Shall I tell you all of the work?
No money.
Yeah. Second is to rob Gerard. Third is to just stay with Gerard. And
Ma'am, you're not red and 30.
then a something. What does the intruder say about his speciality? Murder, kidnapping, jewel robbery, all of the above.
All of the above.
Jewelry.
All of the above. All of the above.
Did you mention?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I see. My specialty is oh, jewel robbery.
Only jewel robbery.
I was like, jewels or something.
It's called as jewel.
I don't get it.
Only? Not about the. See, is he also talking about kidnapping? Is he also talking about murder? Anyway.
Ma'am, my specialty is the jewel.
Oh, jewel robbery, na? What was Gerard's full name?
Vincent Charles.
Vincent Charles.
The Vice Captain Bureau.
That is extremely interesting, but you seem to miss the point of my remark. I said you were luckier than most melodramatic villains. Okay. It was not a tribute to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason. Who was cleverer? Gerard. According to Gerard, who was luckier than most melodramatic villains? Gerard, intruder, A&B, none of the above.
AB.
How much did you do?
A.
Ma'am,
That's B and I.
Hey.
And they don't remember.
How did the Gerard save himself from the intruder? He called the police. He locked him up in a cupboard. He knocked him down. All of them.
Ma'am, he locked him up.
Option B को lock किया जाए.
No, he option B.
Knocked him down.
Yes.
Cupboard
Locked him down.
Locked.
Locked him up.
Locked him in the cupboard. What is the meaning of melodrama? Melodrama is used in the passage. A sensational drama, a disguise, emotional blackmail, bad acting.
Bad acting.
Bad acting. Sensational.
Sensation. And sensation.
Drama.
एक गाना है ना बोलेगा.
Yeah. Sensational. Voice.
Amazing.
That's option B.
Sensational.
Now this question is only for Julie. Julie, your first question. Why did the intruder say that Gerard would not be pleased for long?
Options.
Question. And he said, you won't be pleased for long. And he was saying, I'm glad you're pleased to see me. I don't think you'll be pleased for long. Put those paws up. Why did the intruder say that Gerard?
Option B.
What is the intention of intruder? What is Gerard? What is the intention of intruder? And
Maybe to ask Gerard was a priest. He did not want to be a priest.
oh my
want
God.
to
Ma'am,
And because individual want to kill him.
That's why I asked.
Ma'am,
I am asking in terms of what was his real only intention.
Ma'am, can I say?
And representative is not the only intention here.
Ma'am, just
I
one
mean,
word I can say
representative
to what? Ma'am, can I say one word? Ma'am, kiss.
Patient can't be like which is the
Kill him.
Kill it. That's a real intention. That's why he said that he won't be so long.
Okay.
You know what's happening, guys? You guys are not able to answer 1 marks. You guys are able to, because especially you write good passages.
She did a story writing of how many pages?
3 pages. Were you able to finish this exam?
Yes.
And how much you wrote? Story writing? 1 page?
Yeah,
That's decent enough.
और
You
आगे
want to
भी
write a book with you, just story writing.
easily. We had 2 options.
25
2 people, a couple of friends. And so the ending line was given and we had to create a story.
You know how much you got?
In writing, she was writing.
That's she didn't write like that. And very
I lost 1 mark in grammar.
hey, who you got it? Paper?
Just
How
she
many?
scored the grammar wale marks.
Where in grammar? I mean, which part of that?
Editing it was not editing, gap filling. Editing
Gap filling में what is tenses or what?
is full. I tenses. Yeah, I think tenses are I know that it was very confusing for secondary. Most of the students are gotten like 1 marks, 2 marks.
You got that right, yeah.
I
That's
had
very
a
good.
different sense the questions were different.
You also got lost in that grammar.
And 1 mark.
But you need, I need a picture of grammar, yeah. Grammar we can't portray. Grammar is something which, writing in all sections is always based on teacher. I would never say this. Sometimes the teacher has a own thought process in this kind of thing. It's just that you're grammatically you should be correct. Writing it. Grammar, picture only to be just
I'd say
writing
picture of the question.
That's also second. So you are setting what setting you are setting. So you can be lab. But how come they can do it?
मैम बैग गिरा दिया मैम बैग गिरा रहा है मैं मैम पेन से
I
accept what you did, but don't touch.
मैम पेन मतलब गिरा रहा है
Don't touch. Now I can make us stay. Don't sit close to Next question is for Neha. Sit down there, no funny business. Now then we will have a nice talk about yourself. Okay, that's the line. Which funny business did the intruder refer to?
trying to get
Not to get nonsense and all that stuff. Not to mock him. He was just trying to mock him about because he made it all about mocking. Okay. Do you run a car?
yes
Okay. No. Intruder, that's a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. I'm as smart as you are, and I know you run a car. Better be careful. Okay, Gerard, are you American or is that maybe a clever indication? Intruder, Gerard said, are you an American? Or is that merely a clever indication? In what context Gerard said, are you an American?
I don't know, I can try. Maybe when the intruder said that you won't drive a car, and no, when the intruder said that no, you won't drive a car, that is actually true. So in a mocking way,
In a dodging.
yeah,
He's trying to dodge the question.
yeah.
मतलब जैसे for example हम लोग directly Okay, so it's like for example, if Julie and Neha are talking, okay, and Julie doesn't want to answer Neha's question, and have to dodge it. So it's like dodge the question. I don't know. It's just the same way. It's like dodge. Yeah.
was it a stereotype in America
No.
Yeah, maybe it's not only it is about dodging. It could have been anything.
it doesn't think Indian as a
Could be question for you, dear. Intruder says, I happen to know that you never see tradespeople. Gerard, you seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble since you know so much about me. Won't you say something about yourself? You have been so honest. Okay? Line. Okay. How did the intruder praise himself?
by telling him that he was smarter than him that
Smart.
he was smarter than him and he knew that he was good right
Very good. And he had brain and he can use them to right we can do it. It's very good. Okay, now one question for you here. Yes. Gerard says, with you figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace or aren't the specialist? Gerard asks. Okay, intruder says, my speciality is jewel robbery. Your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dandy business. And what question? What was understandable to Gerard?
I'm getting
What was understandable to Gerard? With Gerard, Aya, and it was. Indians.
he they would break into his cottage and steal all the jewelries and it would not be understandable by him that he had faced some traumas and that
Like you won't accept.
Yes.
I mean, nobody would do it. And intruder will come and he'll not be giving you a good face and all these things. He would not like you. So he was accepting the fact that it will not be a very pleasant thing. This is understand. I mean, you're not reading at home at all. Maybe. Question for Julie. Same, same chapter. Did you hear this when I was?
Yeah.
Okay. Despite the fact that jewelry was leased in Essex, this is a question here. Despite the fact that jewelry was leased in Essex, why did the intruder come there? Why did he come to that place? No idea. But the identity stealing and anything can also be done anywhere else, right? Why are you coming there? Even though jewelry you will find in least over there. If my intention is to steal, if my intention is to take your identity, so why only that place? Why not somewhere else?
Because maybe Iran was an influential person.
You read the context. I'll give you the context. Just go to Zupi. Your jobs will help. You've already done this.
Okay.
No, not the answer. Then go to the next. With you figuring so largely, you have already done these questions. You can just show the text. With you figuring so largely in it, till I'm afraid roots are few and far.
I'm just
Very hard. Oh, you can up now you tell that jewelry was leased in Essex. Why did the intruder come there?
Because there were many cases around.
Police. Half asleep is good. Oh, chalo. Next question.
Or
Aditi. See the text. I have got a freedom to gain as for myself if I did. Poor hunted rat and all. Yeah. Okay. What was there to gain for the intruder? Like Julie said it,
Can I help her?
one more time.
Can I help her?
no, I don't need she needs it.
Can you repeat the question?
What was there to gain for the intruder?
Because he was a very poor person, so he gained the identity of
Good, you're all.
Kerala. He basically get to eat food everywhere, put food, he can go to places.
He can freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
Freedom के साथ भी
Thanks. I was telling only freedom.
No, not only freedom.
He could have
You
been
are telling you how to get to the crux. You would like to do this. So I am telling you about that. Neha, same text question. When is the villain foolish in melodramas?
The villain is foolish when he is giving his praying.
Julie, foolish in the extract is opposite of same extract, and foolish is the opposite of find out the word opposite of foolish.
in the same
Yes,
sentence.
you. It's not the same sentence. 3 sentences. You said full other thing.
I would never do that.
Oh my God, foolish opposite. Not only those lines, if you go let it down. Wise can find wise.
It is foolish.
It's there the next station. I said the wrong step actually. I'll say the question for Neha or Julie. Which question?
I should need
Julie. So this one is done now. Wise. You find it. You know foolish and wise. Who am I supposed to question? Question to you on that. I find out the text. This one. Julie. I said you were luckier than the most dramatic villains. Can you find it? I said you were luckier.
Ma'am, he was not frustrated by he was frustrated by what he was planning.
He was not
delaying.
frustrated.
Yes, he was delaying to kill the Kiran.
I said,
He was frustrated by what he was
Doing, listen. In this, the text which I just told you,
ma'am, यही बोली है ये इसका ये sentence
yeah, no, I mean, I said you were luckier.
तो यही है
yeah, correct.
Oh,
पुराना बुक है वो
That's what
अच्छा hers is the new book.
yeah.
मेरा भी क्या इसलिए मेरा ऊपर
yeah.
Question for you. Why did the intruder want Gerard to be quick? Want Gerard to be quick. I want you to answer. You guys have already done this question.
help.
Help,
Not
not
helping.
answer. Not
Okay, no, not that.
Body movement and movement.
Reha, the question for you here, you can think when
Just trying to cover everything.
My question.
something which is not.
पता help करना. Is it because he wanted to be done with it? Yeah. Yes. Got it. I'm got it.
Do you think that intruder was the meticulous planner and he planned everything in detail?
Yeah. So, ma'am, can you repeat?
Like, can you tell me an instance, like not the book, just with your understanding that where you felt that he was very meticulous planner?
He was, he had planned which questions he was going to ask. If, for example, he asked, do you run a car?
Questions, and also
He was thinking that when he wanted to get this done quickly.
by
That's
accident,
getting the info.
that will show meticulous. Just tell me meticulous. What is meticulous? Meticulous planner मतलब होता है। तो planner ही हो गया। Meticulous मतलब को minute details पे okay, properly, hardworking and intelligence. Like when you have, like for example, first you see what's your opinion, and then there must be some opinion. Yeah, what's your answer?
I thought that he had planned his questions.
Questions, but
And he had not very clearly what reactions there are.
don't you think so that we can say in this context that one question and second he had many details about it.
He was trying to
Gerard was like, yes,
I'm not trying to
lots of questions. So these are things that he like for example, I know a lot about religion. So it's like a proper half the things I know and half the things I know I will find out as well as meticulous. Okay? And one question for Aditi. Why did the intruder sit? I'm not letting you go. See the timer.
Packing only. Not doing 18.
Why did the intruder find Gerard's cooked up story of his criminal background convincing? Come on. Where did you read?
I don't know.
I saw you reading the whole thing.
Yeah, I read it was different.
Did you help her out?
What?
write Gerard's cooked up story of his criminal background with convincing.
Ma'am, while he was talking with the intruder, he was in his mind, he was making thoughts that how could he escape from him and call the cops and free free.
Very good. Slowly.
When while in conversation, he was trying to make thoughts.
Talking about the political conversations. Those conversations are going quite convincing. He certainly felt that it's not a open story.
But he asked why.
Yeah, it was a story. That's why he was convinced. But he was putting it across like political conversation. It was not looking like it was not looking like as if it's been brought up from somewhere. It's looking very real.
And I feel it also because the intruder also experienced some of the same things. That's
You can also say that it's
and that's what.
I think very good conversations come What last question? What is Gerard's profession?
Ma'am, they didn't know, but I can.
Robbie.
Hey, Ma'am, Gerard didn't have profession, but he could be a playwright or something else. He could be something else.
It's his
So basically, he was a freelance.
It's his style, not what.
Or he could be a theater artist.
Sit.
Ma'am,
I didn't tell you to go now.
So you can say maybe he's a theatre artist. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you say yes? He was a
Actor.
What else?
Hey,
Theatre artist, actor. What else? Dance. That all comes from theatre artist. What else can you think of? Can you also think of someone who is a very experienced story writer? Is playwright. It's an advanced experience.
What is it?
hey,
Rich. Yeah.
could be. He was not trying to show his
Business. Business.
very
Business.
business.
Okay. There are, I'm just telling you one example, you just have to explain. That's all. I'll read the, it's basically being said in a very ironic way. Okay. Why this is a surprise? Okay. When it is said why this is a surprise. Mr. What he needs.
Ma'am, can I say?
unexpectedly.
Yes.
I'm just one word.
And came unexpectedly in his house and was trying to hide.
Ma'am, Gerard knew that somebody was trying to play with him, and like he knew somebody.
You use your words properly, not gave it.
Gerard knew that he was intruder. He was trying to show him that he knew him earlier back years, and he was trying to call him Mr.
Mr.
He was trying to manipulate him.
And
First.
shut up. One for you. At last, a sympathetic audience. What is
That ma'am, can I say?
Yeah. What was intruder trying?
Ma'am,
Try to get out information.
Yes. Trying to take out information from it. Technically, it's not a sympathetic audience, so something like that, but he's trying to get out. Okay. Next Tuesday, when we are meeting, we are doing the background. Okay. And we are doing revision of architecture. What do you say?
we haven't.
We have done it. It's okay to keep it. Okay. Because we finished by 1.5 hours. anything else, you boys, you girls, you want in grammar, anything, bring it next class. Okay? So we are meeting next Tuesday.
Bye now.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Neha, tell them don't miss the class next Tuesday. Last class, okay? System.